is hereby declared the winner.
I must deeply appreciate Mr. President, His Excellency, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his strong support for a free and fair election. Mr. President is a son of Osun State, and I hereby reaffirmed my earlier endorsement of him for a second term in the 2027 presidential election.
Okay, I already made this clear. There's a video I made about a week ago, so you can go watch it. You can go and rewatch it to refresh your memory. The election in Osun State was a referendum on who is the more valuable asset to Bola Tinubu in terms of what he wants next year. Of course, you know that the two candidates in Osun support him. The APC candidates, of course, support him based on party affiliations. The Accord candidate, who is the uncle to Davido, also supports Tinubu. So it was a case of which one of these candidates will serve our interest better. That's Abuja's thinking. And if you think what I'm saying is a lie, watch what happened on election day. So Davido was basically threatening. So it was, people saw the outburst and then they felt like it was him being active in terms of trying to secure the vote of his uncle, or being active in terms of being on the side of the people and against the ruling party. But it's none of that. He was sending a signal, especially to Sheyi Tinubu, whom he's close to. You know, Davido is connected to this group of young billionaires who call themselves city boys. These guys who are between the ages of, they're in their late 30s, mid 40s. You cannot point the point. You cannot trace the exact point that they got rich. Like all of these guys I'm talking about, they literally got rich overnight. And of course, we all know how that kind of wealth, we all know the sources of that kind of wealth, right? So he's connected to them. He doesn't need to support Tinubu publicly, but he can influence a lot of these guys who do. So it was a question of, it came down on Saturday to who would serve our interest better. And politically speaking, keeping Davido happy serves Abuja better. It was going in the direction that signaled to a lot of people that, okay, they were going to rig this. That's how Davido started, sending out those tweets on Twitter. Some of them he deleted. Like, I was telling people that he was going to delete these tweets here. First, he called out the president himself and said, try. And then he deleted that. And then again, he said, we are not going to support any presidential candidate again. And he deleted that. So what's going on then? A lot of considerations were being made, calls, behind the scene talk. So they were just they were having private conversations at the time Davido was sending all those messages out. And it was a question of, Baba, we need to keep this guy happy. We need to. Having this family, giving them what they want will benefit us. I'm saying this for you to know that it is not, before you start thinking that Adeleke's victory is somehow your victory or Davido's victory. So they are protecting family wealth, family dynasty. That's what they're doing. They'll be back to Abuja supporting Tinubu. He'll be back to with his city boys crew supporting Tinubu. Until Nigerians wake up and realize that the game that you have been made to participate in, this democracy, is a game that is rigged from the outset against you. It is a game that you can never win, you the people. You cannot win this democracy. You cannot win it. You cannot win it. The government of Nigeria it has a habit of starting something that they know they cannot finish, only to reverse or rescind whatever the law or decision is halfway, and they give you that impression that it was your pressure that made them make a U-turn. It's also part of what happened yesterday. So there is nothing the system cannot do to make you remain a willing participant in a system that is rigged against you. Until Nigerians
begin to seize control. Until Nigerians wake up and seize control of their country and say enough is enough to this electoral democracy, which is a scam, they'll continue to be using you to play Ludo. That's Kabuki theater. That's what happened yesterday. That is what happened. The outcome was something Abuja sanctioned. Remember that midway, they stopped collation of results. That was when the discussion was going on. Is it going to be him? Is it not going to be him? What are our options? Where do we need to go? Is it going to be him? Is it not going to be him? Blah, 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 blah. And then they returned back and announced it. You'll be a fool to believe that Abuja did not have a hand in the outcome. The outcome of that election, is exactly how Abuja wants it. The same way, the outcome of the general one in 2017 will be exactly the way the people who control Nigeria want it. Those actors who control Nigeria, the way they want it is exactly how it is going to end. And no matter how it ends, as long as it is them dictating, it will never favor you, the ordinary Nigerians. Until you wake up one day, you see this electoral democracy and send it packing.